What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. In today's new College Football 25 series, did you know that Justin Jefferson, the arguably most talented wide receiver in the NFL, who we do know went to LSU, was part of one of the most prolific offenses of all time, was only a three-star recruit? And during this process where he eventually committed to LSU, there were 5 teams that offered him a scholarship. And one of those 5 teams was the Tulane Green Wave. And now I've just been kind of waiting for an excuse to do a Tulane Dynasty because I think they're a very fun program. Love their jerseys. So we're going to do a little hypothetical what-if type scenario. What if Justin Jefferson did not commit to LSU and instead, as a freshman, enrolled at Tulane? And to make things that much more fun and competitive and unique, we are giving Justin Jefferson his current Madden 24 stats to see if he can spearhead the complete turnaround and revival during ideally a 4-year period with Tulane to take this program to heights it's never, ever achieved. So if this is a series you think has some legs, it'll be fun to do with another big-time NFL player. First of all, hit that like button to let me know you enjoy it and for the YouTube robots. Second of all, if you know any other big-time stars in the NFL that during their high school recruiting phase got an obscure offer from an outlier school, let me know in the comment section below so we know who to do next. Also, we just recently eclipsed 170,000 subscribers on the channel, now here in year 10 on YouTube, which is absolutely awesome. But now it is full steam ahead, and the dream during this College Football 25 Madden 25 cycle is the big 200,000 subscribers. So if you guys like what you see here today, I would very much appreciate supporting the channel, hitting that subscribe button. So let's break it down here real quick, because you may know you can't really edit players or create players in College Football 25 Dynasty. Now, I did find a workaround, which I don't really want to dive in how I did that in today's video. If that's something separate that you guys want to see so you can maybe do this on your own time, let me know. But essentially, I can create a player kind of. I can modify names. I can get the height and weight correct. I can get the stats correct as we've gone in and give Justin Jefferson his current Madden 24 stats. However, I have no control over the star rating for high school. I have no control over the pipeline or hometown. I have no control over the development trait, which is another reason why I think starting with their Madden rating is going to be important, because the players that I can kind of modify, if you will, to make these NFL players probably are not going to have good dev traits within their own right. So I'll give them the extra little jump of the rating. Now, you know, Justin Jefferson is higher than a 93. For some reason, I could not modify the awareness. It would not save when I would try to edit it. Fine. Right? Because I think my biggest worry right now is not that whether or not Justin Jefferson is going to be good at Tulane. It's, is he going to leave for a bigger school? And if he does that, that's out of my control. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not recording this after the fact. And I guess if that does happen, we'll just kind of follow his career wherever it may land. But ideally, he buys in for at least 3 seasons here with Tulane. So we're going to focus on the offensive side of the ball in this video. We're going to treat it like we're the offensive coordinator because it's all about Justin Jefferson. Let's look at the supporting cast. We have the junior, Ty Thompson, 78 overall, the former 4-star recruit. Has some decent stats. You know, it still is a 2.5-star program, so there are other limitations, but 85 mid-accuracy, 79 deep ball, 94 throw power, so he has a cannon on him. Get the ball to Justin Jefferson, please. Tulane actually has another very good skill position player, Mekhi Hughes, the running back out of Birmingham, Alabama. Star dev trait. He's only a sophomore, so he is going to be here hopefully as long as Justin Jefferson is. He got some great stats here. Really, really good stats. 95 carry, 91 speed, 93 acceleration. We got a talented partner in crime here in Mario Williams, the former highly touted recruit for Oklahoma. Has kind of bounced around a couple schools, but still one of the better deep threats in all of college football. 88 deep route running, 85 release, got 87 catching, 96 agility, 95 change of direction, 94 speed, 96 acceleration. Plenty of athleticism to complement Justin Jefferson. And quickly look at the rest of the roster. I'm going to make the argument that if you're looking at like a sub 3-star school in College Football 25, you might not have a better roster than Tulane. Now, the only house rule for this series, for this video, is I'm going to turn auto recruiting on so I don't personally have the temptation to go chase 4- and 5-star recruits, because that's not really realistic for Tulane. I feel like we turn auto on, Tulane's going to stay in their lane, stay in their area code of recruiting, which is not going to be particularly good, which adds to the challenge of what we need Justin Jefferson to do on the field to help elevate this program. The very first game as a true freshman, we got the UGF Pandas, a terrific opportunity for Justin Jefferson to showcase that Tulane might have the best wide receiver in the nation. Now, you haven't played this game yet. The FCS teams are incredibly good in Dynasty, like comically good. I don't know if not the expert slipped a couple bucks to the devs or what's going on, but I do think Justin Jefferson is going to have a day here against these unknown corners. And if you don't know anything about my content, you have been sadly mistaken if you don't think our first completion of Justin Jefferson isn't coming off some form of a slant play. We get decent protection from the O-line, and that is an insane grab. His 99 catch on full display. What a career starter. We take a shot here. Corner of the end zone. Toe tap. And Justin Jefferson has his first career collegiate touchdown. What a freaking grab. Oh, he is cooking on the outside. Let's go, Superman. If you know anything about this game, you know UGF Pandas are S tier. And we're thumping. Justin Jefferson finishes 7 catches, 101 yards, 4 total touchdowns. Now, not every week is going to be an FCS level competition, and we also need to keep in mind in the back of our brains that the better he does early, the likelihood of him bouncing and going to, an Ohio State, Alabama, LSU is that much more increased, and that would be terrible. Absolutely terrible. So maybe there's a level of, we need to sandbag Justin Jefferson earlier on so he doesn't try to leave through the transfer portal. So we finished the freshman season. Tulane, a lot of success. They finished as the 23rd ranked team in the nation, and we get ourselves an AAC championship matchup against the Memphis Tigers. Statistically, the offense was on point. Ty Thompson, 42 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. Maybe not as much of a standout from Mekhi Hughes that I thought. And maybe there's an inverse where we think if Justin Jefferson plays too well, he might leave in the portal. But we definitely want to keep Hughes on the roster. And if he does not get fed as much as he's expecting because now we're throwing the ball more, maybe there's a chance that he wants to leave because of lack of use, which is terrifying. But looking at the final stats, not bad. I'd love to sit here and be like, look, Justin Jefferson as a freshman with the juiced up Madden 24 stats went for 1,500 yards, 27 touchdowns. We will get to that point, I imagine. But for year one, again, having a good year, but not good enough that you're 100% going to leave in the portal, I think 56 catches, 800 yards, and 14 touchdowns definitely falls in that area code. Even though we're not focused on the defensive side of the ball, it does still take a collective effort, and I want to shout out the fact that we got 2 double-digit sack getters, which is not the easiest thing to get in college football 25 sim. So, we're in the college football playoff year one? Because it's year one, I didn't want to win everything year one. And I'm looking at the schedule. We beat ranked Oklahoma, which is very impressive. It's probably about it, right? We lost to Memphis, but then we beat Memphis in the conference championship game, 35-32. And I imagine because of this win, 5 touchdown performance from Ty Thompson, over 100 yards for Hughes. Justin Jefferson led the team, 5 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. I will say I'm incredibly uninformed with what will qualify for the new 12-team playoffs, but I assume winning the American gets you a bid. And now we got to try to go on a Cinderella run as the 12 seed, and it does not get easy as we take on the number 1 ranked team in the nation, Penn State Nittany Lions. All right, so since the game seemingly wants us to just have immaculate success here year one, I'm not going to quite play the game outright. But we'll play the moments, and if it does get particularly close, maybe we'll come in and see if we can get some Justin Jefferson magic. But we're playing at Penn State. This is actually my first time ever playing here. An incredible home field advantage. Mo Bamba on Mo Bamba on Mo Bamba. That's only going to get Justin Jefferson in the mood, I bet. But I will say, athletically speaking, that is why I think Justin Jefferson's had so much success. And there's one thing we know about Penn State, is that they got absolute freaks on their roster. And I know in that secondary, they're going to have some DBs that think that they can match up against maybe the best wide receiver in college football already as a freshman. Let's see how this game breaks down, man. Very potent offense here from Tulane. Penn State strikes first, but we trade field goals, and at least we're establishing that we're not going to get pushed around. I know there's going to be a severe disadvantage at the line of scrimmage between these two programs, but we are going toe-to-toe with the #1 team in the nation, and they are not pulling ahead. We go into halftime only down 3. They get a field goal. We're holding them to field goals. I do feel like it might be time. We have a 1-point lead. I almost think it's better if we win in the sim, because that just shows you how freaking good Tulane is. And with Justin Jefferson, Tulane beats the 1 seed 20-16 in the very young life of the 12-team college football playoff. You might as well just say there's the greatest upset of all time. Humble performance. That was a professional performance. That was the defense. Wasn't all Justin Jefferson. That was stepping. I would love to see Jay Jettis to have a very important role in this win. Drew Aller continues to be not that great. But, and that's exactly what we get. 4 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown from the young freshman. In the quarterfinal, we're taking on the Utah Utes. And honestly, I think we take a similar approach. Like, if it comes down to it, we're tied 17-17. 2 minutes to go. When we get the ball on offense, we hop in. But I think this magical run almost needs to be hands-off, just to see truly how a generational player like Justin Jefferson going on a 2-star program can transform that program, at least in the world of college football 25. And as much as Justin, I think the defense was the reason why we won that game against Penn State. Justin Jefferson did also stand out offensively, but this defense has been playing out of their freaking minds. And we ended the first half, unfortunately, 2 quick touchdowns from Utah, but we are not going away in this matchup. With a 1-point deficit going into the 4th quarter, we got everything to play for. Touchdown! We got 4 minutes to kind of close this one out. Unfortunately, we can't, but look, they are just trading punts, and a go-ahead score by Tulane, and they are about to upset the Utah Utes in the Sugar Bowl, and the angry green wave is in the college football playoff semifinal. Year one with Justin Jefferson. This almost reminded me of my very first rebuild with the Florida Gators. Sometimes you just can't script it any better. It just is meant to be. Wasn't necessarily a prolific passing performance. Hughes played well. Justin Jefferson popped off again. 4 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown as we await who is going to be our next victim in the college football playoff here in the semis. Okay. If we can beat Penn State, we can beat Oregon. You know, a wave would just fall on a duck and kill it. That's the pregame analysis you need right there. Open to drive. Tulane strikes first with a... And it's the defense again. First drive. Defense forces a punt from Oregon, but Oregon able late in the first to get the first touchdown of the game. But we are just trading a touchdown for Tulane to take the lead. Touchdown for Oregon. Trading tuds. We definitely are not a team, even though we love to focus on the offense that wins in shootouts. We win by keeping our opponents like under 24 points. And I do think this might be just a little... You know what? Let's see if we can help them out a little bit. All right, now they made a mistake. No safety over top. That safety does not come over. We're going to lob this to X. Utilize the 94 throw power on our... Get this first down. It's going to be without Justin Jefferson. We'll go again. The old F it and chuck it did not work on that drive. And we scored. Hey, we make it close. We make it respectable. But unfortunately, the Cinderella run ends with a 6-point defeat to the Oregon Ducks. But this is definitely a building block that we're going to be able to take going forward. That's going to continue to elevate this Tulane program. So back to the discussion of if we play too well, Justin Jefferson is going to leave. I think with the success we've had with Tulane, we've jumped from a 2.5-star to a 3.5-star program in just 1 year of having a player the caliber of Justin Jefferson on the squad. And I do think the more that we win with him, it may in turn help keep him because we're elevating the Tulane program. After the postseason, Justin Jefferson officially finishes with 72 catches, so second on the team, but he has the most yards with 1,168 and 17 touchdowns. I'm not gonna lie, my heart sank a little bit when I clicked on Players League because you just never know. You just don't. We have 2 guys here, Magruder. You got, it's a great name, DK Magruder. And we got Chris Rogers, who we definitely want to keep. Very, very fast linebacker. Happy to keep him. But as part of our challenge here with Tulane, with the auto scouting turned on, we finish as a ranked team with the 72nd class. Luckily, Memphis is down here in the gutter with us. Boise State is down here in the gutter with us. That is a brutal class. I thought we might have a chance, at least 1 or 2 4-stars. But as we win, like the way that we win, if we can keep that level up, I think things are going to get better. I give the coach credit. We did get some nice 3-stars. Isaac Silva, the 3-star linebacker with a star dev, and helping us on the offensive side of the ball, 3-star guard Niles Battle with an impact dev. I will say, in an area that I do want to spend our coaching credits is going to be the training regimen. The only growth we had for Justin Jefferson, he was a 93, he went up to a 94, but it's our run blocking. That's the only area of development. Now, as a receiver, there's obviously not a whole lot of room for him to grow. I mean, he still can hit 99 deep route running, 99 mid route running, 99 short route running, 99 catching traffic. And then you get your ball carrier moves. And really the big one is awareness that we want to see continue to grow, which I think we've got plus 10 off of that first season. But still definitely want to try and focus on wide receiver development, wide receiver XP earn rates, wide receiver off-season training boosts with our coach when we can. So we're going to log in with that right now. We have 40 points to spend. So we're going to go all the way down here in Motivator. We might as well lock all of them, but ultimately you just want to get that tier 3 put in work so that we can continue the growth and development of Justin Jefferson every offseason. Looking at our schedule year 2, I'm seeing a pretty good record. We opened the year preseason ranked number 25, which is a good starting point. But you look at the schedule, I mean, Ole Miss will be tough, even though they did lose week 0, so not a hot start. But we are better than UAB, South Florida, Temple, Rice, Memphis, North Texas, Navy, Charlotte. Like, I honestly think if we can get past Duke and Ole Miss, undefeated seasons are incredibly rare. I have one in like 30 seasons that I've done so far in this game. We might get a shot here. Week 10 of year 2 of the Justin Jefferson era, and we are ranked 19th with a 6-1 record. Gross. This is the Jalen Reagor curse game because our only loss came at Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Philadelphia Eagles, against the Temple Owls, 27-24. Very, very disappointing performance, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And even offensively, couldn't get it going. Justin Jefferson easily overmatches anyone they have on that Temple defense. Got to get him the ball more. But overall, I mean, he's playing very well, averaging over 100 yards a game, 36 catches, 700 yards, 7 touchdowns and counting. But the success of Tulane cannot be understated as we finish ranked number 8. But we got to handle business. We can't let that slip up here in the American Championship against the Mean Green out of North Texas. For what it's worth, at the end of the year, the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner goes to our Tulane starter, Ty Thompson, 4,100 yards, 43 touchdowns, only 5 picks, an outstanding TD to INT ratio. Unfortunately, the only hardware for Justin Jefferson is another American Conference Championship. We put up 45 points. Defense forces 3 turnovers on the opposing team's quarterback. A humble performance from Justin Jefferson. And honestly, we'll give flowers where they are due. Hughes carried the load for the offense. We enter 2 straight college football playoffs with a nightmare matchup in the first round. The 4-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. There we go. I think the only way we get into this game down 14 is force feed number 10. It's desperation time. Down 14, 4th and a mile. We gotta go for it here. We gotta try to get this ball to number 10. They are triple covering him. Brutal. Down 14, man. We gotta force feed the ball to number 10, but it has been nothing but immediate pressure and double to triple teams on Justin Jefferson. Gonna call it get him going play here. A quick slant. That's gonna be close. There we go. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson pulls one back. Got him. Got him. Tied up at 14. Defense is doing an outstanding job. We'll go like to halftime. Take whatever may. They get a score. We are down 10, and I think this is where you start to see just the skill gap here a little bit. And a hell of a fight here from Tulane. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdowns, trying his best. But we're not quite there. Maybe next year. Justin Jefferson, though, 7 catches, 167 yards, and 3 tuds. And final season stats for Justin Jefferson: 82 catches, 1,300 yards, and 13 touchdowns as a sophomore. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. No! No! Too successful. No! Underclassmen. So in 2 seasons at Tulane, projected first-round pick, we got 154 catches, 2,500 yards, 30 touchdowns. And if I knew, let's be honest. We had so much success in those first years. If you would have just said, at full 4, say he stays till he's a senior, we finish with a college football playoff loss to Georgia, you would say, what a successful Tulane story for Justin Jefferson. But I now think this is our first go of it. And I think there's plenty of other players that would have very fun scenarios, much like Justin Jefferson on Tulane. I think maybe we don't give them their current Madden rating, because here we thought he was going to just go in the portal. I thought we'd get 3 years minimum. I thought leaving as a junior makes sense, but the player that I modified was a redshirt freshman, so he can always leave as a redshirt sophomore, which is an absolute bummer, and can't really control, every player, because not every team has an editable player. But maybe don't give them their exact Madden rating. Maybe, I don't know. Do we give them their Madden rookie rating? Do we give them, find their rating the year they broke out in Madden? So, for someone like Justin Jefferson, he started as a 93 because he couldn't edit the awareness, but technically we gave him 99 overall stats. But say we found after the year Justin Jefferson broke it, say he was like an 89 freshman or something like that. Maybe that would give us potential for the player to stay a little bit longer and not go early, especially as a redshirt sophomore. I don't know. Slight hiccup, but I still think in only a 2-year scope, what Justin Jefferson at Tulane was able to do completely transformed the program. And I think this still goes down as success, because let's be honest, I did not think that at any point in time we were going to win the national championship with Tulane because of one player, but the success that we had is undeniably attached to this ridiculous scenario. So again, fellas, let me know in the comment section below any other players that might have just a simply ridiculous high school offer that we could kind of reenact out here on College Football 25. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Again, just hit 170. Next little mini goal is 175, but ultimately big picture is 200. So if you enjoy creative content like this and you want to see more, show some love to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button for the YouTube robots. Comment, all that good stuff. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. Love you. Have a good one.